It's been tough to observe the political landscape in our country. We already have several people who filed their certificates for candidacy for the position of president. So obviously, all the supporters of the respective candidates are up in arms on social media showing their support for their chosen candidates. In today's video, I want to share with you my take on 10 unofficial commandments on how to be a better supporter of any presidential candidate. My name is Jason and welcome to Better Today, a place where young leaders like you come for work-life motivation and inspiration. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button and remember to subscribe. It helps the channel grow and you're helping more young professionals and young voters find more of this content. Also, this is a friendly reminder to register to vote. You have a couple of weeks left. Today's question of the day is, what are you looking for from the next president? Get over there in the comments and let me know your thoughts. And it goes without saying, please keep the comment section civil. All right, let's begin. When I first wrote this list, and I have to admit to you that I initially intended it for the supporters of one particular candidate. But I've been thinking, this list applies to supporters of every single presidential candidate that we have. So regardless of who you're supporting and what color you choose to wear on election day, these 10 unofficial commandments on how to be a better voter is probably going to benefit all of us and make us better supporters and probably better voters. The first commandment, you shall not attack or insult the supporters of other candidates. I don't care who you're supporting or who you're voting for, it's never okay to insult another person. Part of a functioning democracy is we are all entitled to vote for whoever we like and make our own political choices, for better or for worse. The second commandment is you shall not attack or insult the other candidates. You might not like or support the other candidates, but attacking or insulting them is just counterproductive. It causes their supporters to close ranks, become defensive, and you've said goodbye to any sort of meaningful conversation to understand where his or her supporters are coming from. The third commandment, you shall arm yourself with facts at all times. At the end of the day, credible sources, data, proof points, peer-reviewed research, call them whatever you like. These are what will ensure that you are making the best possible decision for yourself, for your family, and for your country. And if some random person on the internet picks a fight with you, you can always bring out the data. You can always bring out your proof points. Make the argument or the discussion about the facts and never about the person, and especially never about just the candidate. The fourth commandment, you shall not share content, links, or videos that you did not read or watch yourself or fact check yourself. Misinformation is the enemy in this day and age. Regardless of which candidate you support, and that means you and I, we have to make sure that the content that we're sharing to our family and our friends are the ones that are objectively true. I'll link a video about how to spot fake news or fake content in the video description below in case you're interested to learn more. The fifth commandment is, as much as possible, you shall set your content to public. If you're fairly confident that what you're sharing is objectively true, then you want to make sure as many people as possible can see this content. That's easy enough as a commandment. A word of warning though, there will be people who will not follow the first commandment in this list, so just be prepared to be attacked in the comments section. The sixth commandment, you shall not unfriend or unfollow the supporters of other candidates. Again, as much as possible. Politics is an emotional thing, and anger and frustration can cloud our judgments. That's perfectly normal. But if you want to truly convince someone to see leadership the way you see leadership, don't deny other people the chance to see why you have become so passionate about your chosen leader. The seventh commandment, you shall not get into an endless comment war with the supporters of other candidates. First of all, arguing with some random person on the internet is just a massive waste of time. Second, they could be trolls. It's literally pointless to get into an endless comment war, so just don't do it. The eighth commandment, You shall support any fundraising or volunteer efforts in your area, your community, or your social media group. I am assuming that your chosen candidate is not using public funds or ill-gotten wealth to fund their campaigns. This means that aside from being noisy on social media, we have to put our money where our mouths are, or money, brains, and time, whichever one of those. If you truly believe in your candidate and their values reflect more or less what you believe in, then be prepared to shell out your resources for them. The 9th commandment: you shall do your best to be familiar with your chosen candidate's platform, plans, values, and principles. I think personally that this is one of the best ways to choose a leader, whether that's in politics or in other industries. Pick the person whose beliefs strongly align with yours. If you are a believer in effective leadership, then pick a leader who has a track record of effective leadership. If you are a strong believer in freedom of the press, then choose a candidate who champions freedom of the press. The 10th and final commandment in this list of unofficial commandments to be a better voter is you shall not fear. In my original post on Facebook, I didn't quite contextualize what I meant by fear. We're coming off a pretty bad year and a half, almost 2 years, and I know that many of us have felt fearful, hopeless, uninspired, and unmotivated. And personally, I felt fear that things just won't change, that things won't get better. Here's the thing and what I think now. Whoever wins in the next election, if we Filipinos start using these 10 commandments, I honestly think we're going to be fine. I think that as a people and as a community, we'll be okay. If we start treating each other nicer, with more kindness, and we hold on to what's true, we will all be the better for it. If this video helped you and you learned something, you know the drill. Hit that like button and remember to subscribe. To recap today's question of the day, what are you looking for from the next president? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jason, and may all of us be better today.